Hey you, welcome to another video. If you are returning, thank you. And if you're joining me for the first time, welcome. My name is Arita. And I'm doing these videos, for those of you that don't know, I'm doing these videos because I'm being guided through the universe, being asked to step out there and just talk about my journey, this spiritual awakening, and some of the things that I've experienced. And what I've come to understand is how awareness plays a huge role in it. Awareness is key. And with that awareness comes, how can I put it? You see a lot of shit. But the shit that you're seeing, what is it? What's the intention of seeing that? Is it for you to say something to the other person you see all that shit about? Or is it to simply take note and make a decision for yourself based on what it is that you see? So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my journey in this awareness space and to talk about a lot of things that people don't talk about. That this journey sucks at times. Fucking sucks. And some of you might know what I'm talking about, because being awakened and continuous awakening is not easy. I know that there's posts out there online with people just jamming and living their lives all up and like, oh, I'm awake, I'm aware, I'm meditating, I'm manifesting, all of this stuff. And you're going, my life fucking sucks right now, man. That's all I can see. I can only see this shit right now. And I know what you feel. I sure do. Because there was a point where I was like, God, I'm done. I do not want, and can I just go back to sleeping? Let me go back to sleep and live my fucking like nondescript life without all this awareness shit. And I just didn't want any part of it. And I remember a specific experience where this is at the beginning where I was like, oh, what do you mean? I have to put myself out there? What? No. I do? Oh, no. You want me to go in public? You want me to sit in front of people and talk? You want me to do what? No fucking chance in hell's that happening. No fucking way. And I mean, I was petrified and terrified at the thought of putting myself out there in public. And I was adamant that it wasn't going to happen. But in that same moment, I saw that if I didn't put myself out there, I would be making a choice to repeat the same shit that was going on in my life. And I'm like, oh no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I saw it all. It was like, I can't do that. I can't live like that again. Not with my eyes open. So here's the conundrum. What do? I'm like, oh, I have to do this. If I don't do this, I have to do that. And if I don't do that, this is the results of it. And I'm going back and forth in my head about this whole thing. And I'm terrified of both choices. And I was just like, I remember I was in the shower and I'm telling you, and what I'm going to say right now, I just want you to know, I am not a depressed person. I've had no depressed state of being where I want to self-harm or anything. And for those of you who are in a situation where you feel that self-harm is the only way to go, I urge you and encourage you to reach out to your local suicide helpline, number below. And in that moment, it wasn't that I wanted to commit suicide, but the word, literally suicide, it was like a whisper in my ear. And I'm telling you, in that moment, everything went away. Everything went away. It was quiet. It was peaceful. There was no fear, no anxiety, no terror of choices to do. And that peace in that moment was where I understood why someone would commit suicide. very seriously. I understood, because when you feel like you don't have a choice and that option is presented to you, and the peace, I'm telling you, the peace that comes over you, all that came to mind was, I now understand why someone would make that choice. But right along with that thought with me was like, well, if you do that, you're going to come back and you're going to do this all again. And I was like, fuck that shit. I'm already experienced all this shit now. I don't want to come back and do this again. So I just pulled up my big girl panties and I was like, okay, God, I don't want to do this. But I know what the option is if I don't, which is to live a life of continuous trauma, pain, blocks, things that I just don't want to experience anymore. And through that fear, I was like, I gotta push through. I gotta push through. And so that takes me to what I want to share. Another thing that I want to share with you is a poem that I wrote. And it's called, Do You Feel Like Giving Up? So I feel like sometimes my poetry precedes some of my experiences. So I'd just like to share this poem with you. Do you ever feel like giving up? We live in a world of positivity and light. We meditate and plan our next flight to escape. Taking care of our spiritual selves is on the highest of shelves, a goal we must achieve along with the rest of society. We believe in happy endings, forgetting that life is not a fairy tale. And with all that's advertised and sung, and in the reality of TV, I believe. So I push and I strive and I try to do everything right, but not everything can be right. I lay down and pray, get on my knees to say, hey, clasp my hands and hold on tight, because if I let go, I might just let him go, because Lord knows I want to give up. Leave behind the fuss of daily life filled with strife. I feel the fight seeping out of me, and I just want to be free. Free of the guilt and the shame. No longer do I want to play this game called life. I swear with all my might and all that is righteous, I don't know if I have enough love to make the world go around or enough to stop me from going down. So I ask you, are there days when you want to give up? Let go of the you in us. Walk fast and never look back, because really and truly, who's got your back? Protecting you from attack. Negative vibes all around. Sometimes it's so loud and the cat's got your tongue, and life ain't much fun. Do you want to give up? See how it plays out when you're the sixth man on the team, invisible to all, feeling small. Do you ever want to give up? Because life is the reality, and it's not a fairy tale, and there's not always a happy ending, because the reality for some is not the reality for all. We can't pretend. No, I can't pretend that unhappiness doesn't exist, but it's as if I must wear a mask for fear of offending, pretending that my smile is really not a frown turned upside down. We're afraid to show our true selves, because who really wants to hang with someone whose karmic energy that doesn't align with theirs? So we hold back the tears and laugh away our fears for fear of being judged just because we're having a bad day. Well, that's too bad, so sad that you can't let yourself go, because you don't want anyone to know that sometimes your energy is limited and all you got to give is up or in. It's not a sin to feel this way. Did you hear that? It's not a sin to feel this way, because sometimes that's what it takes to create. So I embrace my ache and I embrace my non-meditative ways, because as I let life go, I have no choice but to let life in. So really, am I being negative? Or is that what the world has been trained to see? For me, the fear of giving up is worse than the fear of not achieving. And somehow in the midst of wanting to give in, I see the light and start believing. Tell me, have there been days when you just felt like giving up or giving in, I'm here to tell you it's okay, because you never know where letting go may lead you. And here I am. This is where I've been led through not giving up, by continuing to persist through all the ups and downs of my journey. And I'm grateful to be here to share this message with you. Because truth is, most people, as they say, give up. When they're looking for that thing, they give up just inches or moments before that breakthrough, before hitting that vein of gold or striking oil or whatever. People give up just before. And I just want to tell you that you don't need to give up. Just continue pushing through. Trust and believe that this journey you're on, that this faith that you have, it is and will be rewarded. I know, because look what I'm doing. I didn't give up. And each week I continue to show up. Not because I'm comfortable at doing this, not because I want to do this, but my awareness has shown me, truly shown me, that I get to choose the life that I want. I get to create the existence I'm in by the choices I make. So I hope this message resonated with you. I thank you for listening. And remember, this is only for entertainment purposes only. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the other side.